The year is 1989. The Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers are in the final moments of Game 5 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. There are 3 seconds left on the clock and the Cavs are up 100-99. Jordan has been battling Larry Nance and Craig Ello to the death in this last quarter. For this final play, all eyes are on MJ. Everyone knows he will be the one going for the shot to win the game. With just 3 seconds left on the clock, Sellers inbounds to Jordan. Jordan cuts around Nance, and at the foul line, MJ jumps and floats in the air over the outstretched hands of 6'6" Craig Ello and shoots.
2 seconds to go, puts it up and scores at the buzzer! Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago!
In what will come to be forever known as The Shot, one of the greatest plays in basketball history, Michael Jordan wins the game for the Bulls, defying gravity in a fresh pair of Nike Air Jordan 4s. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Brian and my brother Nacho and I make videos on sneaker history and all things related to sneaker culture. So if you're into sneakers, then you might want to consider subscribing to this channel because we make content like this all the time and you're not going to want to miss an upload. Alright guys, with that out of the way, let's get into the history of the Air Jordan 4. Back in 1988, MJ wasn't exactly interested in continuing his partnership with Nike, but thanks to Tinker Hatfield, Nike succeeded in securing a renewal of their contract with MJ by wooing him back via one of the most perfectly designed silhouettes of all time, the Air Jordan 3. Proving himself to be the only designer for the job, Tinker Hatfield embarked on the journey of designing the Jordan 3 successor. But this time, he would approach the design with functionality in mind. You see, prior to the Jordan 4, a lot of the design direction for MJ's shoes were motivated by the idea of making a luxury basketball shoe. Tinker of course wanted to keep the luxury feel, but he didn't want it to be the main focus of the design. Hatfield kept many of the 3's design elements when designing the 4, keeping the Jumpman logo on the tongue but this time with the addition of the word flight in a flowing script below, borrowing the same Nike Air logo on the heel as the 3, and both shoes featured the same air unit in the heel. Now let's take a look at some of the technical features that Hatfield and his team added to the shoe. A new polyurethane overmolded mesh technology decorated the tongue and panels on the upper. Another bold functional element of the 4 was the sturdy support wings that housed the laces at the top of the shoe and near the toe box. This gave options for the wearer to lace their sneakers in 18 different ways. As for the upper, Hatfield and his team opted for a synthetic leather called Durabuck. The soles on the 4 remained almost exactly the same as the 3, but with a slightly higher visual rise in the middle of the sole. Lastly, in another utilitarian addition, the 4 featured the iconic pull tab on the heel where the 3 did not. In 1989, Nike released the Air Jordan 4 for $110 in these 4 colorways: black cement, white cement, fire red, and military blue. MJ played one of his best statistical seasons ever in the Air Jordan 4s. And as if Jordan's performance and the shot weren't strong enough endorsements of the power of a crisp pair of Air Jordan 4s, the sneaker's reputation was further boosted by Spike Lee. If you watched our video on the history of the Air Jordan 3, then you know a big part of Nike's marketing campaign of the 3s was Mars Blackman, the character that Spike Lee played in his 1986 film She's Gotta Have It, who appeared in commercials for the Jordan 3. The marketing campaign for the Jordan 4s saw Michael Jordan and Mars Blackman appearing together once again in similar commercials. But Spike took the sneaker worship to the next level for the 4s when he put them in his 1989 film, Do the Right Thing. He famously made them the centerpiece of a whole scene.
Yeah! You almost knocked me down, man. The word is excuse me.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Not only did you knock me down, you stepped on my brand new white Air Jordans that I just bought. And that's all you can say is excuse me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll fuck you up quick 2 times. 2 times. Who told you to step on my sneakers? Who told you to walk on my side of the block? Who told you to be in my neighborhood?
I own this brownstone.
Who told you to buy a brownstone on my block, in my neighborhood, on my side of the street?
What would you do if somebody scuffed up your Jordan 4s like that? 10 years after its initial release, Nike retroed the Jordan 4 in a variety of colorways, like the Columbia and the Oreo, and oh yeah, one highly debated change. The heel logo was changed from the original Nike Air logo to the Jumpman logo. What's your preference, the Jumpman logo or the OG logo? Leave your comment below. Some people feel like the original heel logo was Nike prioritizing the advertisement of their Air technology and Nike itself, over actually paying tribute to Jordan. In my opinion though, they should at least leave the Nike Air logo on the OG colorways and not mess with the heel logo at all. Over the years, Nike has given us some undeniably dope, classy colorways of the Jordan 4, and also some controversial and downright hated, loud, and crazy colorways. Colorways weren't the only aspect that fell under scrutiny though. The quality and the appearance of the silhouette itself was also widely claimed to have varied from the original and gotten worse over time as more colorways were dropped. Complaints varied, but some of the more serious issues were that some of the uppers and the midsoles were crumbling, flaking, and becoming discolored way too quickly. Consumer outcry about these issues prompted the Jordan brand to introduce their Retro Remaster initiative in 2005, which not only promised to deliver a better made retro, but also brought back the Nike Air logo to the heel of the 4s just like the OGs. Now, there are a ton of colorways of the Air Jordan 4, and I'm not going to go through every single one because there's just so many of them, but here's some of our favorites. The Cavs colorway, the Fear Pack, the Cause. Both the Undefeated 4s and the Eminem and Carhartt Jordan 4s are going for like $16,000 a pair on StockX right now. Right now, there's a pair of Undefeated 4s with people bidding up to $20,000 for the shoe in my size. What do you guys think about these Dorenbecher 4s? One of many dope releases that came from the Nike Dorenbecher Freestyle program, in which patients from the Dorenbecher Children's Hospital in Portland, Oregon are given the opportunity to design their own shoe. Released in 2011 for $175, this one was created by Isaiah Scott, a then 11-year-old survivor of leukemia. His design was inspired by Nate Robinson's performance in the 2009 Slam Dunk competition, and also inspired by Superman, who Isaiah saw as his alter ego that helped him battle his disease. The shoe is adorned with the logos of Superman on the tongue and Isaiah's own logo, a silhouette of his head on the upper. The colorway was inspired by Nate Robinson's green outfit, Superman's blue costume, and also green kryptonite, to symbolize both Superman's weakness and the illness that was Isaiah's own personal kryptonite. Such a cool backstory and dope program that Nike's put together with the Dorenbecher Foundation. How do you guys feel about the Jordan 4 Fire Reds? Did you ever get beat up and have your sneakers taken from you? Well, how about getting shot at for your sneakers? Because apparently, sneakerheads in Tallahassee were that hyped for the release of the Fire Reds.
Other news tonight, a man at the Tallahassee Mall this morning waiting to get his hands on the new Michael Jordan shoes was nearly shot and robbed. Tonight, police need your help to find the suspect. Officer Susan Newhouse with Tallahassee Police tell us a lot of people were waiting to get inside of the mall to buy the new Air Jordans. That is when they say a man armed with a gun approached one of those customers and tried to rob the victim. Now, the victim, we're told, refused and took off. He was then followed by that suspect, who we're told started firing the gun into the air. He then got into a car with the second person and took off.
The Jordan 4 will forever remain one of the most sought after J's of all time. For me, this sneaker is timeless and is one of Jordan Brand's best products still to this day. Union LA recently dropped a super interesting Jordan 4 where the tongue is stitched in, giving the wearer the option to remove the stitching or leave it as is. When photos were leaked of the Union 4s, people initially hated the shoe. Now, it's arguably one of the biggest releases of the year. A lot of haters, a lot of people hating on the shoe, but once they saw the official images from Nike, they changed their mind real quick. And don't lie, were you one of those haters? Let us know in the comments and be honest. Before we get out of here, I want to invite you guys to join our private Facebook group, Sneaker Enthusiast. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Facebook is super lame, and I don't blame you. And to be honest, most sneaker Facebook groups are like people just selling, buying, and trading, which could be pretty lame and sketchy, but our group doesn't allow selling. It's all about celebrating the culture, and I think it's probably the best thing we've done besides starting this YouTube channel, so check it out. Links in the description, and hope to see you in there. Alright guys, well thank you guys so much. I put this playlist here for you. This time it will pop up, don't worry. All the Air Jordan videos that we've done, we've covered the 5, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 11. So go ahead and check that out. Click on that, and it'll take you over those videos, and I'll see you in those videos. Guys, thanks so much. Much love to all of you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.